So I'm trying to figure out a way to create an overhead boom, something flexible enough for me to just kind of move around and position my cameras where I need to try to get some better angles on my videos. You can still see I'm using a chest harness in this video. I also use the headband too. Still learning on how to get the angles right and what I need to do that, but this is something I decided that I could possibly use. Found it out in my scrap metal, an old light, and the flexible arms on them I thought would work well as an overhead boom. So here I am disassembling them and getting them apart. The nice thing is that they had a male screw in on one side and a female on the other side, so I was actually able to mate the flexible rods together. So there was no real modification for that. Here I am just sticking it up on the ceiling and just kind of messing around, putting a different angle, seeing what it looks like, seeing if I was thinking that was going to work, and thinking about putting a third one to it. So here I'm disassembling another one. My other thoughts are these can be used in other things. I could use some clamps or something else for the other ones that I have left over to create some more different arms. So at first I'm thinking, 3 is going to work, but they're not as stiff as I was hoping. So I ended up just with 2 in the very end. That piece right there was what they were all attached to, and decided it was going to be good for a mount. I needed to recess part of it into a block of wood. So here I am getting my Forstner bits out and quick plunge in it. Then what I did is I actually went and grabbed some T-nuts, drilled all the way through the wood, and that's how I actually mounted that little bracket to the block of wood. Here I am actually doing that right now, sizing and getting ready to do this drilling on that. Once I installed the T-nuts in there and got the bracket actually put on, I went and grabbed another drill bit, and just a regular drill bit this time, so I can make a couple holes so I can put the screws in so I don't split the wood as I'm attaching it to the ceiling. Here I am now with the camera on my head, and getting ready and put it up there, and I went ahead and put it right into this attic access trim piece. I knew that was solid into the studs of the lumber above. So here I am. I just took a piece of aluminum shelf bracket that I had, just scoring out the mount for the GoPro or the camera that I got, and going along. And I'm just using a standard wood blade on this. You just take your time and it cuts right through the aluminum real easy. And then kind of getting a rough shape, and then I started using the sander grinder to sand away, try to get the profile that I wanted for this piece. Ultimately just kind of went back and forth, grinder and the bandsaw. Once I got it all shaped out, I actually put a hole in one end that would fit over the threads to that bracket, and then I used a nut to tighten it up and mount it on there. And then after that, cleaned it up, and here I'm mounting the camera mount onto that piece of aluminum. Fighting trying to get that backing off, so I just used a knife and just kind of put a slit in it, and I was able to catch it and remove it real nice and easy. Once I had that tightened up, decided to give it a try. That's the one that's that time when I had 3 of the flexible arms on. So here is be putting the camera on. So I can just kind of move it around where I want, get the angle I want to the video. And with just two of the arms, it actually held the camera in place really nice. That's right there. That one had 3 on it. You can see there was a lot of bending. Here I am with the camera on the boom, taking some shots, and it just had the 2 arms on it. And you can see I can pretty much position it where I want. Stays. Wanted to see if I could actually angle it 90 degrees and have it, you know, facing level, and it seemed to work pretty good there too. So I think this is going to work out really good. Really simple, just garbage that I had lying around, or scrap metal that I had lying around, destined for the scrap yard. It's going to become useful for the camera.